Joe Goldberg's Reckoning. Netflix unveils sinister trailer for the final season of You. Netflix has released the highly anticipated trailer for the fifth and final season of You, promising a dark and dramatic conclusion to Joe Goldberg's twisted journey. The psychological thriller, known for its chilling exploration of obsession, love, and morality, is set to return to its roots in New York City, where Joe Penn Badgley once began his deadly spiral. The final chapter will see Joe's past and present collide, threatening to unravel the carefully constructed life he has built with Kate Galvin, Ritchie, and forcing him to confront the consequences of his actions. Since its debut in 2018, You has captivated audiences with its unsettling yet addictive portrayal of Joe Goldberg, a charming yet dangerous man whose twisted concept of love drives him to deadly extremes. Over 4 seasons, Joe's journey has taken him from New York to Los Angeles, suburban California, and even the streets of London, leaving a trail of bodies and shattered lives in his wake. Now the story comes full circle as Joe returns to New York City, where it all began, for one final reckoning. The newly released trailer sets the tone for a sinister and high-stakes conclusion. It opens with Joe's signature chilling narration. "Hello you. You're back in the greatest city in the world thanks to the one person who could make it possible." Joe's haunting voiceover immediately pulls viewers back into his dark world, where his internal conflict between love and obsession remains as dangerous as ever. This time, Joe appears to have secured the life he's always wanted, but as fans know all too well, Joe's peace is always temporary. Joe Goldberg's perfect life begins to crumble. In the final season, Joe is living in New York City with Kate Galvin, now his wife and the CEO of the powerful Lockwood Corporation. On the surface, Joe has successfully transitioned from an elusive killer to a respected public figure, blending into elite society with Kate's influential connections and wealth. But beneath the polished exterior, Joe's dark urges and unresolved traumas threaten to unravel his new life. Kate's position at Lockwood Corporation introduces Joe to an elite and cutthroat world of wealth and power. While Kate appears to have accepted Joe's dark past, or at least convinced herself that she can handle it, the ghosts of Joe's history begin to resurface. As Joe becomes more involved in Kate's high-stakes world, old enemies, unfinished business, and dangerous temptations begin to emerge. The trailer hints at growing tension between Joe and Kate as their relationship is tested by external threats and internal doubts. Kate's family drama adds another layer of complexity to Joe's struggle to maintain his new identity. Despite his desire to protect Kate, Joe's darker instincts begin to surface, creating a dangerous rift between them. Familiar faces and unfinished business. Longtime fans of You will recognize several familiar faces in the trailer, hinting at a major confrontation with Joe's past. Annika Atwater, Catherine Gallagher, a survivor of Joe's previous manipulations, makes a return, suggesting that Joe's past victims may finally be closing in on him. Nadia Amy Lee Hickman, who previously tried to expose Joe's crimes, also appears, raising questions about whether she will finally succeed in bringing him to justice. Joe's past relationships and betrayals have left a long list of casualties, and the final season seems poised to deliver long-awaited justice. News headlines flash across the screen in the trailer, exposing Joe's hidden crimes and framing him as either a misunderstood humanitarian or a calculating killer. The public scrutiny threatens to expose Joe's carefully guarded secrets, and with powerful enemies closing in, Joe's survival depends on his ability to outsmart his past. Joe's moral crossroads. At the core of the final season is Joe's internal struggle between love and obsession, morality and compulsion. Throughout the series, Joe has justified his actions as motivated by love, but the final season forces him to confront the truth about his nature. In a haunting line from the trailer, Joe admits, "I've done things, terrible things, but I did them for love. Didn't I?" This self-reflection marks a turning point for Joe. For the first time, he appears to question whether his actions were truly justified, or whether he has been deluding himself all along. As Joe's facade begins to crumble, the question of whether he can truly change becomes central to the season's narrative. Kate's growing suspicion. While Kate initially appeared to accept Joe's dark past, cracks in their relationship begin to emerge as the truth comes to light. Kate's powerful position at Lockwood Corporation places her at the center of a dangerous game of power and betrayal. As Kate's trust in Joe begins to waver, Joe's protective instincts become more dangerous. Kate's family drama adds another layer of tension, with whispers of corporate betrayal and hidden agendas threatening to destabilize their carefully constructed life. As Joe struggles to keep his past hidden, Kate begins to piece together the truth, leading to a high-stakes confrontation that could determine Joe's fate. New characters and rising threats. The final season introduces several new characters who complicate Joe's life even further. Natasha Behnam and Pete Plosik join the cast, bringing new threats and alliances into Joe's world. Their characters are shrouded in mystery, but the trailer suggests that they will play key roles in Joe's ultimate reckoning. Showrunners Michael Foley and Justin W. Lowe have promised that the final season will push Joe to his limits, forcing him to confront the consequences of his actions and make impossible choices. Joe's journey has always been about love, but also about the darker side of human nature, Foley explained in a recent interview. In the final season, Joe will face the ultimate test of his character and morality. We're not holding back. The high-stakes finale. The final moments of the trailer escalate to a pulse-pounding climax. Shots of Joe running through dark alleyways, blood-streaked hands, and tense confrontations with familiar faces suggest that Joe's reckoning will not be clean or easy. In a chilling scene, Joe stands before a mirror, his reflection distorted and fractured. His voiceover whispers, "What if I was never the hero of this story?" This line encapsulates the core question of you. Can Joe truly change, or has he always been the villain of his own story? The trailer's final shot shows Joe facing down an unknown figure in a darkened room. A gunshot echoes, followed by blackness. Whether Joe's story ends in redemption or destruction remains to be seen, but one thing is certain. The final season of You promises to deliver an electrifying and emotionally charged conclusion. Fan reactions and speculation. Since the release of the trailer, fans have taken to social media to speculate about the final season's twists and turns. Some fans believe that Joe's ultimate downfall will come at the hands of Nadia, while others theorize that Kate may be hiding her own dark secrets. One fan tweeted, "If Joe survives this season, I swear, justice better be served." Another wrote, "Joe's redemption arc? Or will he finally get what he deserves? Either way, I'm not ready for this to end."